themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? Rodrigo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rudiger. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Gakpo was in no mood for any of that. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's away. He's having a go. No mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Robertson. Gravenberch. Gomez. And the keeper's got it again. Endo. Gravenberch. Robertson. Gakpo. 75 minutes played. And Gravenberch.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Mbappe. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up.
And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 5.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal 4 se va a llevar
I
a cabo
thought it
un
was going to
cambio de
happen then.
jugadores.
How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
McAllister. And it's Frimpong. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we rise now for the English national anthem.
And this is now today's
It is
lineup.
a true heavyweight
Number
clash.
25.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning... Gakpo! And that's caused a worry or two. Foden. Now it's Saka. Tries to pass it through. That'll be a throw. Foden. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Wirtz. Gravenberch. Gakpo in acres of space out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Saka. He has found the way through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, well played. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Wirtz. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take. Jones was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Stones. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Rice aims beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Wirtz. Jones. Gakpo. Can he get it through? Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot to get them off and running. Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Now it's Saka. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Kane. And here's Foden. Now Colwell. Foden. Frimpong gets over and intercepts. Shot, surely! Oh, they could be caught out here. And here's Mohamed Salah. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Kane. Pass somewhat off target. Now that's well seen too. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that has not gone well. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Wirtz. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Stones is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Oh, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Isak. Wirtz. Bellingham. Now it's Foden. Now it's Saka. Robertson does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Saka. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Saka. He's in space and looking for options. Rice. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold proves just a little bit too strong. And here's the chance to counter. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Wirtz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah crosses. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And here's Gakpo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The attendance for this match.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Foden. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rice. Now it's Foden. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Jones. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. That's an excellent interception. Robertson going vertical. Now it's Isak. Gakpo receives it in a wide position. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he welcomes it in. That's good play. He is through here. Great chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Jones. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 38,
Gakpo with the short one.
Schwerbenbach. Number
And he
7,
thumps it clear.
Betts. Coming on the field, number 10, McAllister.
Robertson.
Number 14, Chiesa.
And Frimpong.
Number 3, Endo.
Oh, this is a great position.
Number 8,
McAllister.
Szoboszlai.
Endo.
Substitution in progress.
And he's in on goal. Szoboszlai driving forwards. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Just eases him off the ball. Guéhi goes steaming forward. And it's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Rashford.
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Endo.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't...
Shapes to shoot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Walker. Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? Save the best for last! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
England take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Nuno Mendes. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he
Takes a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
João Felix is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Longley. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Portugal with the corner, there first. And it's Cancelo. In by Cancelo. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Dias. Portugal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And it's João Palhinha. For João Cancelo. Vitinha. Smoothly does it. Well, the defence just about came out on João Felix! He can get that clear. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. And it's Vitinha. And he shoots! Goal! Portugal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Llorente. Simeone. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Some good work on the right flank here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Javi Galán. That's tidy. The ball has bounced loose now. Llorente. And it's made its way to him. Spread out to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's been shipped out wide. Played back towards his own goal.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Jimenez. Longley. Jimenez. And it's Galán. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Llorente. It's Koke. Now it's Sorloth. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sorloth. He's had a shot! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, a 1-2 is easier.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So it's back to business. Koke. Now it's Sorloth. Llorente. Vitinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Rafael Leao. Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Palhinha. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. And it's João Palhinha. It's a good spell of possession, this. Turns and goes back. And João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Look at the space here. And that has been cleared. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Longley gets rid without sophistication. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Baina. That's good play. Galan is wide and looking to get onto this. Baina.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
João Cancelo promptly onto that, and that is that. Ruben Dias. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. Now it's Baina. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Shot could be on. That's very neat. And it's João Palhinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
Decent chance! Off the post!
Substituição para Portugal. Número 23. Número 8. Número 11. Vão dar os seus lugares a... Número 10.
Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Número 9. Vamos dar lugar a uma
Oh,
substituição.
that was never going to make it. João Palhinha. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lovely feet.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. That's just playing it safe and simple. Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Molina. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aims beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. And he's onside. Chance, surely! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Ramos, tries to pass it through. That has been slung wide.
Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly...
And a chance! No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Portugal could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders.
And Bernardo Silva! De Jong. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. It's Pedri. And here's Rashford. Ferran Torres. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Jong. De Jong. Oh, this is a terrific run. And it's De Jong. Reinders. Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Matheus Nunes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. And here's Haaland. Lewandowski. Dani Olmo. Guardiola. And it's Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. Good, strong midfield running here. Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Aim forwards. Now it's Reinders. Out to the right. Oh, no joy this time. Pedri. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Rashford.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great chance! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Ferran Torres, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Reinders. Rodri. That has not gone well. Lewandowski, not the most accurate pass. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And here's Dani Olmo. Could move up a gear here. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Rashford. Ferran Torres. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked it up out wide. Crossed into the box. Guardiola gets it away. And this is Lewandowski. Rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Foden absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Haaland. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ferran Torres. Driving forward, and it's lofted through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Rashford deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Not the most convincing of passes. Stones. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Foden, just eases him off the ball. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Dani Olmo. Ferran Torres. Bernardo Silva. Here's Haaland. Reinders.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Ferran Torres, and it's Rashford. He has a look up. Now the ball in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola. Now it's Foden. And that could set him on his way. He's found some space. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Bernardo Silva. And here's Foden. Oh, that's neat. And this is Bernardo Silva. Balde. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And it's Koundé. very much into the last knockings. Now it's Rashford. That's tidy. Closing in on goal.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Rashford really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, we've seen that. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Hi, Peter. It's great.
Oh, what a... Oh, crossbar! Goal! Barcelona! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Lewandowski.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Deep cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lewandowski! Dani Olmo. De Jong. No, he's seen through all of that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, what has happened here? Ruben Dias, looking to play him in. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Foden. Foden goes on a charge down the left. And it's Reinders. Here's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo. He's on it, can he get away? Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
De Jong. Rodri. Played back in. Passing nice and neat. And it's Reinders. Matheus Nunes. He's in a good position here. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! Sticks it away! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Haaland receives it in a good position here. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Pedri. Pedri. Good purposeful running this. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Pedri. Lewandowski. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's a key interception. Matheus Nunes. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Foden. Guardiola. Decent chance! He has done it! They are right back in business. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Rashford. And here's Ferran Torres. Shifted it to the flank. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ferran Torres. Nicely spread. Spread neatly. Haaland chasing after it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now this could be a chance. Matheus Nunes. Ball driven towards the far post. Ter Stegen deals with that, nice and simple. Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted. Foden. De Jong. De Jong running with the ball. Stood up well to him there. Reinders. Ake. And he's quick to snatch it back. Ruben Dias. And it's Nunez. Now it's Bernardo Silva. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. It's Pedri. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Reinders. And it's Rodri. Guardiola. Guardiola. Here's Rodri. Reinders. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's tidy. Nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 20.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
El dorsal 16, el dorsal
Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Donnarumma can get it clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Gavi. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And the finish! They've done it! And the comeback is complete. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And
He's had a shot! Should have equalised.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Lewandowski. Rashford. Can he get it through? Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Lewandowski. Doku. Gavi. And it's Pedri. And it's Gavi. Gavi driving forwards.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Lewandowski. Gavi. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's good play. Koundé and Fermin. It's a searching pass, delivers the ball, and that is expertly dealt with. And that's that. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game, a game that began so promisingly. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And we have our very first corner. England are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eder Militao. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So what can they make of this? He can run onto that. He's got away. Vinicius Junior! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit.
There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one. Bellingham receives it in. Shot, surely! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
England grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Kane. And it's Palmer. Tries to play it through. Howson. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Foden. Rice. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And he can clear it away. England have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Kane. Can he finish?
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Camavinga has created one goal already.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Eder Militao. He's had it taken off him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice. Now it's Foden. And that interception was... Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, such a clever touch. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Kane. And it's Henderson. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Henderson. Threads one in. Big chance! Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Crosses it in. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now that looks a decent ball. Played in deep. Madrid get their fourth corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Gets into some space. Rice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Elects to cross. He gets big. It's in. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. England are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we are back on the way. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Some really good ball movement. Now there's a fine ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the counter is on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Foden. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Kane goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
England take the lead. Rodrigo. Showing good feet. And it's Camavinga. Played out wide. Shot could be on. Vinicius Junior! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
With Rudiger. Not getting too much time on the... Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham driving forwards.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's played it back. Vinicius Junior. Jordan Henderson. It's a good spell of possession, this. Vinicius Junior. Chance here to counter. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Alexander-Arnold. And Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's headed upfield. Now it's Rodrigo. England desperately searching for the winner here. And here's Foden. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Camavinga. And it's made its way to him. And he's been shifted off it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vinicius Junior, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for England. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 24, Palmer.
5 minutes left on the clock.
Number 11, Phil Foden. Number 8, Henderson. Coming on the field, number 26.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rashford. Number 15, Grealish. Number 17, Eze. Substitution in progress.
Grealish.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes
Gallagher.
added time.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. And it's Lewis Skelly. Eze has it in a wide position. Gallagher. Here comes the corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Look at the space here. Oh no, what has happened here? That is lovely. Rashford. He's in a great position here. Pings in across. Courtois claims it. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.